pregnancy lifestyle, birthing horror stories. I do not have any idea why women do this, but they do. If they have a birthing horror story, I have a sister-in-law who was in labor for 31 hours and they strapped her to some kind of device and they turned it upside down. I don't know. It's a horrible story. And she tells it at every baby shower and every birthing event to let people know that this could be really bad. I'm not sure why people do that, because I don't think it's beneficial for the mom. And where it says take it with a grain of salt and thank them, I would even go so far as to interrupt them and say, I really would love to hear your birthing story after mine. And then you and I, maybe we can share notes and stuff. But I don't think it does the birthing mom any good to be scared. It's important during labor and delivery for the mom to be completely relaxed and to be trusting that her body knows what to do. Women's bodies have been birthing babies since the beginning, so this is something they know how to do. And our society has made birthing a condition that needs to be hospitalized. It's made it a pathogenic or a disease-ridden process, and it's not, and it doesn't have to be. But the more fear we have, the more resistant we are, the more difficult it is for the body to deliver this baby healthfully and naturally. Birthing is a natural process. It is something the woman's body was born to do. And there are exceptions, like my friend who has the non-responsive cervix. That's going to be the exception rather than the rule. And unfortunately, more and more often, women looking at this as a frightening time, as a time that's fraught with pain, as a time that's fraught with discomfort, they're creating their own resistance to it. And we're seeing an increase in cesarean section rates far beyond what we need. Kegels. Kegels are pelvic floor exercises. This can be done for strength building, but also for building awareness of the lower pelvic floor. These are the muscles that are used when we're pushing out the baby. And if we haven't been using them before, they're not going to be as strong and as toned as they could be for childbirth. So that could be a recognition here as well. Birthing classes. These are great. Kimberly's sister took a hypnobirthing class at the recommendation of a doula, and that helped her preparing for birth and delivery. It helps get the mother into that calm and grounded and fully present mind state where she can observe what the body's going through without hyperreacting to pain, discomfort. I did a class on Bradley method, which is basically barnyard maternity, which Bradley watched cows and pigs giving birth, and he said, oh, well, look, they match their breath in this way. And so the Bradley method was very big on how you were breathing, which was not doing anything like that. That's more Lamaze. Bradley method was filling the body with air and oxygen and prana and kind of vitalizing the baby and then having long, slow exhales. A doula, if the husband or partner travels for work, having a friend, someone who can be a birth partner becomes very important. This is, again, someone that the mom trusts implicitly so that she can let go of any cares or concerns at that time. There's some good books. These can be read anytime during the pregnancy. Spiritual Midwifery by Ina May Gaskin. She was the midwife at a place called The Farm, which was a commune in the 60s and 70s. And so it's got a lot of hippie lingo, but it's kind of the Bible for midwives of home birthing. Birthing from Within is about spiritual birthing. You're birthing both yourself as a mother as well as the child. And so that's a lovely book. Yoga Mama, Yoga Baby by Margot Shapiro Bachman, sorry. And I like this one. It gives you the Ayurvedic insight. It takes you through how to take care of yourself during pregnancy and postpartum care. And Ina May's Guide to Childbirth by Ina May Gaskin, again, is another option. But there are so many great pregnancy books out there. So any of these would be recommended. For the pregnancy lifestyle, we want drinking water all the time, all throughout the pregnancy. This helps the placenta and the amniotic sac form. It increases rasa, and it's going to support the movement of nutrition to the fetus all throughout the pregnancy. So this pregnancy lifestyle is all throughout. The body is made up of 80% water by weight, so this is a very water-intensive process. Even into nursing, we're moving water out. We want to make sure we have enough water within in order to feed the child. Ushnapana is drinking cooked water or boiled water in the morning to help ensure healthy elimination. This has become the 16 ounces water, warm water with lemon, but it's really just having it be clean, warm water. You can add the lemon to it. That's certainly going to be beneficial if the sour taste is going to help with elimination. Get a big water bottle to carry with you throughout the day so you can measure how much you're drinking. The general rule of thumb is you want a 1/2 ounce of water for each pound of weight. So if you get up to be 160 pounds, you're going to be taking 100, you're going to be taking 80 ounces of water. Whereas if normally you're at 120, less water is okay. So 1/2 ounce of water for each pound of weight is going to help make sure that's the minimum amount of water that you want to be taking in. Taking a walk each day, beginning in the first trimester. This helps support muscular development, keeps the ligaments and tendons strong, and protects the body, builds strength in the circulatory system so it can contain the rasa and the rakta as it increases. You can also do strengthening the gluteal muscles, which is the backside. And Kimberly's doctor told her to do squats, taking bar classes. He said much of labor is your butt muscles, the bearing down part. So practicing that squatting, I mentioned it with elimination, using a squatty potty, but practicing squats. Some women, when they deliver, they like to be in a squatting position. And this can be difficult if they haven't practiced squatting going into it. But if they can put something, a rope or something they can hold on to, many people use the bedpost, or they might have a rope coming down from the ceiling that they can hold on to so they can support the body while they're in that squat position. There are birthing chairs which kind of put you into a squatting position. So you can look at these, but doing the daily exercise, incorporating squats and walks for aerobic, but then other muscle building, strength building exercises like squats for building strength and endurance. Daily routine, don't push yourself. Listen to your body. When it's tired, rest. When it's invigorated, move. Elevate the feet, and you could start elevating the feet even at the first trimester. The body is increasing blood at that time. You can start by supporting the body with gravitational flow. This might mean just putting a pillow under your feet while you're sleeping, but it could also be going to legs up the wall posture for a significant amount of time. Abhyanga continues. It mentions for Kapha to avoid Abhyanga during pregnancy. They could be doing Abhyanga without oil. They want to increase, they do want to get circulation going, and so I don't like to see them stop it completely. Vata and Pitta says proceed with caution, especially if preeclampsia, high blood pressure. And I'm not clear on why that is. So I'm gonna say if they're preeclamptic, do that, and then maybe you can put that into one of the questions about why, what's going on with Abhyanga with preeclampsia, because I've never seen Abhyanga to raise blood pressure, but it may be some other connection I'm unaware of. The massage, it would be beneficial to do this without a lot of oil, because if our Agni is not really fully charged up, we'll have a difficult time processing all of this. But you can do the Abhyanga with no oil. Just warm the hands up, and then do, just like you would be doing an Abhyanga, straight strokes on the long bones, and that's going greater pressure towards the heart. Circular at the joints. Don't forget the inside of the joint, and then up the body that way. So you can do this whole thing, and it brings your own oils to the surface, and you're really doing the Abhyanga with your own body oils. Some massage strokes may be harmful during pregnancy, and it often has to do with massage strokes around the feet and the ankles. Beyond that, do research if you're going to be doing self-massage and see where there would be any kind of strokes that would not be recommended. I am not a massage therapist, so I can't speak to that. Okay, it may be helpful to moisten the skin to prevent stretch marks. So going through the process of preparing a formula such as this one, which has got lots of good stuff in it with the shea butter, apricot, calendula, dried ginger. But even during the first month, taking time to massage that into the belly. And you can do that at any time during the day. And it may help forestall stretch marks or prevent them completely. In the evening, allow yourself extra time to sleep. It can be hard to sleep in the third trimester. It's important to sleep on the sides. You're not putting pressure on the back. But it can be really hard when the baby's really big and when the baby's really active. It can be hard to fall deeply asleep and to find a comfortable position to sleep in. You can't sleep on your tummy because of the belly. You can't sleep on your back because it'll put pressure on the vena cava and block blood flow. So you're going to sleep on your side. They do have devices such as this woman's using a body pillow that would help support those parts of the body so you can get to a comfy position. You can do the same thing with lots of pillows. This is a pregnancy pillow, and it says between the legs for the entire length of the legs, which she has here, but you can modify this with things that you have at home. It's just real important to have that nice supportive nest to sleep in. And then herbally, you can take turmeric. Turmeric supports the liver. It's going to support liver function and clearing out any toxicity or excess hormones. It thins the blood and keeps the blood flow going. It removes plaques that may be forming in the blood or in the brain. So turmeric is just such a great herb. You can cook with it. You can also make a turmeric paste of it and put it into your teas. So you've got many options for ways to take turmeric.